Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and today we are going to go over the end of the Spook Your Spring Make-Along. I will share all the projects that were submitted. I will have little markers on the winner chicken dinners, and unfortunately, it's time to go back to normal for most of us, as normal as we get. So we'll go through my projects real quick and what I got done and what I... So I did finish my Sweet Dreams cardigan. I will leave a link in the description box down below. I am not done tacking my collar down, but I do have, like, my cuffs are tacked down. Everything here is tacked. The top part of the collar is tacked in certain areas. The sides are not, and the bottom points are, which have left me with some I need to finish down there. Let me rotate you guys here. Look at how clean my area is back here still. So you can see we have like some drapey pockety thing going on here, and that's where I have tacked my collar to be down here, folded back. So I need to tack on the inside side here so we can still get this to flap up. But I want my outer points down here to stay tacked completely back. But I want these open because from here I can use cufflink closures to close it overlapping, more like a shawl collar type situation here. Or I can actually thread something underneath and tack it closed this way so it lays open, but we're not diminishing the flaps there. So this was using Premier Anti-Pilling in fawn, fern green, and burgundy, I believe. And while I followed the pattern for a lot of things, I did go off script for a lot of other things as well. So I did do a tapered sleeve just because I prefer tapered sleeves. I took it much further down, did a cuff, fold up cuff on my sleeve. I did add a full collar here, and we ended everything, trimmed everything out with reverse single crochet or crab stitch. I did different tear hole patterns across the whole sweater, making sure to avoid any of our seaming zone. So I made a whole bunch of changes. Also, where I added my collar on, I did something. I didn't do a great job on this, unfortunately, but part of that's just dark colors and half double crochets. It's a little awkward anyway. But you do run a line of slip stitches along your edge and then single crochet into that to actually create your collar. So you'll have a little bit of like a seam ridge here. So I did do that. I played with some different techniques with this as well. I will kind of have more of a video where I lay this out and we kind of break down more what I did and how I did it. I've gotten some really good questions about it because a number of you guys have seen the original video, looked at the pattern, and kind of had some questions afterwards. So I kind of want to tell you what I did with this sweater and how I would do maybe certain things differently if I made another one. So that will be a completely different video. But the Sweet Dreams cardigan is done. As you saw in the thumb, I do have a fedora for Halloween. I had originally planned on doing this whole, like actually really doing my makeup and everything and putting on boots and the hat and everything. But it's 90 degrees today. I am burning up. I had a doctor's appointment this morning. So like, I'm fine, but she left me bruised. My phone's sending me messages now. That's just my phone sending me messages. Anyway, I have like an hour and a half left to film today, and I really wanted to share with you guys all of the projects you guys made. So I'm trying to take advantage of my tiny little time window here as well. So hair and makeup and making this all stylized was once again put on the back burner. So I'm going to put a picture in here. These are the cards that I got done. I did switch the pads. So I have a bunch of 6x6 Dead and Breakfast pads from Recollections, which is Michael's. Those are 8 years old, 9 years old. I mean, those are from before we moved to Charlotte. So I decided to use those because I have 5 or 6 of them total. And then I also had these 2 8x8 pads that were kind of like companions, but not really. So I wanted to go ahead and just use up all these smaller pads that I had. So I'm combining all of those, and I'll still have some of the Dead and Breakfast left to go with the 12x12 pads that I have left, because I still have like 1.5 12x12 pads left of that collection too. And I pulled a bunch of ephemera out from my Halloween box. Now, when I pulled out my Halloween box, I realized I didn't have a whole lot of purple and black stuff. And what I had that matched the original collection I'd pulled out really wouldn't get me through a full set of cards. And I really don't want to buy extra stuff right now. So I did decide to pull the ephemera first and then pick the cardstock. So I have a lot left to do. I still need to mat everything and start putting ephemera on things and getting card bases out and stuff like that. So we're a long way from being done here. But I did at least get, I think I have like 40 cards that are cut out now. So I can start assembling those and getting those pulled together, and then we can see kind of like what I need from there. Up next was my spinning project. I had really high goals at the end of the month. This wasn't supposed to be a busy month. May was supposed to be kind of a kickback month for me, and I did get an entire sweater done. I have to keep reminding myself, I did actually crochet an entire sweater. I did good, but I got 12 ounces of the 24 spun. These are the orchids from Divine Dye Work. I will leave them in the description box down below. I had 2 6-ounce braids from them. So I spun that on my Kiwi 2, Ashford Kiwi 2, which I can also leave an affiliate link for in the description box down below. It's an Amazon affiliate. And then my haunted house socks. So I bought a partial Freckled Whimsy from Lauren, and I had started off great. The weekend I cast these on, I got the cuff and everything done. This is the heel tab sock. I was doing great. And then it started raining, so I wasn't walking outside. And I was working on my husband's socks. Anyway, this last week, I've gotten a ton done. This is just this week. These should have been done, but here we are. I did get just enough distance between breaking up the stripes. Like, I didn't want them to match perfectly. I wish I had gone maybe one more back, like maybe starting this one somewhere else. I don't know. Because I feel like the 3-row separation is not quite enough, but I think it's way different enough, like looking at the whole sock at the same time too. So, or like the parts of the sock you'll see. I don't know if that makes sense. I tend to ramble. Anyway, here we go. That is what I got done as far as my stuff. So I only, for me, got one project completed. I would call the sweater completed, but that is what I did for the Spook Your Spring Make Along. So I am going to pull up everybody else's pictures. We're going to take a look at what you guys made. I think I have everybody's pictures this time. I don't think I forgot anybody, but I am so excited. So anyway, I will reach out to the winners privately off YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look, I just out of the gate, you did fantastic. And I really wish there were a couple of people who'd reached out saying that they had WIPs that they didn't get finished. I wish you had gone ahead and sent those in too, because those were looking fantastic last time you updated us. But everybody who submitted pictures this time, y'all just did a phenomenal job, and it blows me away at how many different ways you guys come at the theme for these make-alongs and how many different projects you guys come up with, especially for the Spook Your Spring make-along, where, you know, we do have kind of a condensed amount of time to work on these things. But, you know, this year we had plastic canvas, we had knitting, we had crochet, we had sewing, we had amigurumis, we had yarn dyeing, we had garments. It just, y'all did phenomenal. I want to take just a quick second to congratulate our 3 winners. I've reached out to you guys on Facebook. So we need to get together so I can get your information to send your packages out to you. Other than that, you guys, just thank you so much for playing along with me, for submitting such amazing projects and taking out the time to play along with me. Every year, you guys knock it out of the park. Narc it out of the park. Wow. You guys just knock it out of the park. Thank you so much for once again participating with me in the Spook Your Spring Make-Along 2025. I hope you guys had so much fun. Now back to the regular scheduled 2025 year of the Make-Alongs. If you did not see the video introducing June's Make-Along for June 2025, we are focusing on a new skill or practicing something we haven't really had a lot of time to practice. So I hope you will join us for June's Make-Along as well. I love you guys. I hope you are having a wonderful, fantastic day. Please take care of yourselves. Bye, you guys.